Glens Falls Planning Board for April 1st, 2026. First order of business is approval of the minutes. Taking comments on approval of the minutes from the March 4th, 2026 meeting. Mr. Landry, do you have any comments or notes or anything?
No comment.
No comment.
No comment. No comment.
Mr. Gaddy?
No comment.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the minutes from the March 4th meeting.
Make a motion to approve.
No, I did.
Oh, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
First order of business this evening is site plan review SP 26-0017 Flores, order tax map number 302.20.31-6, commonly known as 178 Glen Street, is seeking to convert the vacant second and third floors into 4 two-bedroom apartment units pursuant to the City of Glens Falls zoning code chapter 220-19C and 14. This will require site plan review and approval. That has been tabled for this evening. Can I get a motion to table that?
I'll make a motion to table SPF 25-007 Tina Flores.
I second. All in favor?
Aye.
I stay with it. Next one. All right. New business. Site plan review SP 26-0012. Denver Seaman, lessee of tax map number 303.17-16-4, commonly known as 21 Ridge Street, is seeking to convert a currently vacant commercial space into a restaurant and catering business pursuant to the City of Glens Falls zoning code chapter 220-19C and 5. This should require site plan review and approval. Anyone here representing this?
Me.
Come up. Tell us about your project.
Well, I own Scratch Kitchen, which was down on 199 Warren Street, and I'm looking to move into 21 Ridge, which has always kind of been a restaurant in the city for the past, I think, 30 years. And just recently, with the past owner, he had it as an event space for 2 years. So I'm just looking to make it back into a restaurant. I'm going to be serving breakfast and lunch. I'm looking for 5 days a week. And then looking to do dinner, probably starting this summer. Applying for a liquor license for Thursday, Fridays, and Saturday evenings. And that's it. Breakfast, lunch, dinner 3 nights a week. And I'm a Scratch Kitchen, so I make everything homemade, and we have a pretty good following already. We've been for 2 years. I've been a chef in the area for 20. So,
Do the names going to stay the same?
yes.
Is there anybody from the community that would like to comment on this item?
Hi,
Come up.
I'm Stephanie with the Glens Falls Housing Authority, Conan Meyer across the street. We absolutely do not, have any concerns about the building itself. Love Scratch Kitchen, but our concern is just about the parking. Our parking lot is used pretty considerably for downtown parking and for the restaurants that have vendor delivery, kind of use our entryway as kind of their stop off. We try to monitor it as best we can, but sometimes our residents can't get in if there's people there blocking. So that was our only concern about this, is parking wise. Other than that, no real concern.
I think that that would really be addressed with the police force.
Yeah, we do, but we don't.
Guys are going to deliver guys.
We don't want to hurt the businesses downtown and call police, but we also don't want our residents to be not able to park or not be able to enter, the lot itself or cause an accident. So we try to ask each other to move, but we are just hopeful that the restaurants will also enforce that and ask their vendors not to park there or their patrons not to park in our lot.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Landry?
Do you plan any sidewalk dining at all?
I do not. I didn't think
restaurant, and I have no concerns as far as, basically you meet all the codes, there's mention of the verification, sprinkler system, fire alarm,
Mm-hmm.
that type of thing, documentation on the commercial hood, so as long as everything was,
That'll all be inspected, like, the next few weeks before.
There's a lot of stuff pre-existed or?
Yes, there's a commercial, hood, which obviously has to be actually reformulated to fit our commercial equipment, so we'll have to have Ansel, company come in and redo it all and charge all of the fire extinguishers and all of that, so.
and also too, just on a personal side, I'm glad to see you move downtown because
Thank you.
half the time when I go down to your place, I can't get in.
Yeah, it's tough, we had tough parking down there.
And I knew you were looking, so
Yeah.
it's great that you're coming down.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, thank you.
Other than that, I'm all set.
Mr. Sherrill?
No, I don't really have any issues. So you're gonna use the same commercial hood, you're just having it, does it could have to be expanded, you're saying? Or?
No, they just have to rerun the Ansel pipe, so they have to make sure that Ansel is directly over,
Yeah,
like,
each line.
each appliance, yeah.
Understood, yeah. So, okay, the only other thing I had is, I know that previously when it was a restaurant, they utilized the back parking lot area for their trash pickup, for the garbage pickup.
Mm-hmm.
And they used 65 or 90 gallon containers back in that area. Is that what you plan on doing, or?
Yes, so
Planning on adding a dumpster?
I had a dumpster delivered, and I was using Casella, and they said that it's very hard for them to get back in there with their truck, so they did the same thing. They brought, I think I have 6 cans, like the large capacity cans, and I'm hoping that now that the snow is gone, that maybe we can move the dumpster to a different area, but Barton has that parking lot, so I'd have to speak with somebody there about that. I do know that the landlord does rent essentially 2 spaces from Barton for parking, which essentially, because it has 2 apartments above the restaurant, so I don't.
That's always been an issue that restaurants fail to get
Yeah, so we have cans there now, they're right along the side of our building. I haven't heard any issues, so I hope that stays,
No, that's
Yes.
similar to what we've done in the past because of the dumpster issues.
yeah.
I understand. Okay.
What are you gonna do for a sign?
A sign, we're going to do metal letters attached to the building, hopefully with some lighting behind, or if that's not possible, kind of a lighting like shining on the letters. Of course, we still have to do the sign permit and everything for the city, so.
No, I don't have any concerns, I think it's gonna be a nice move for you as well.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's gonna be pretty.
Mr. Guy?
I think everyone pretty much echoed the questions I had. It was interesting, the loading, signage. I didn't, Nina clarified with me that there would be no architectural, review, so no exterior changes.
Right.
I was just looking, I went through and just checked out the site. I saw there's a rear entrance, next to the men and women's room.
Yeah.
Is that for the public, or is that to be used by patrons, or is that just a service?
I
entrance?
would not like it to be used by patrons, that's a private parking lot back there, so
Yeah.
that would probably just be used by myself and employees only, and it would not be made for public access.
All right, yeah, because the only thing that, if it was public, I would just be curious about accessibility there.
Yeah.
It was pretty small, right?
Yeah, I mean, there is the city parking lot back there, on Warren Street, but I would prefer them not to use that entrance, so I don't think that I'm going to encourage anything like that, so.
Restaurant before, it was not used by patrons.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, it's not really it's kind of odd, because it would be right in the middle of the dining room, so it's not something that I plan on having for patrons.
Thanks. Yeah, the only other thing was the parking. Obviously, we don't have parking. It was with maybe just general considerations. We're always trying to figure out staff parking and
That
patron
is a
parking.
concern, that is.
But that's, it's something you guys just figure out.
It's hard when the city is at, actually, so many apartments are coming into the city, which is nice to have more people in the city, but parking has become quite the issue in the city.
Yeah, it's probably just the overall parking management on the city's end, not your
Mm-hmm.
issue with that. That's it, yeah.
Mr. Murphy?
Yeah, regarding the parking, it's more of an economic question, right? Whether you can get enough customers in the door.
Right? Yeah.
And that's a problem. What about catering? Do you cater on the back door, or is catering, where do you put your service equipment?
Like, I mean, as far as catering, no, they would come through the front door, I mean. for
So
pickup.
some people would come, you're not delivering or saying?
No, I don't plan on doing any of that. I don't have a catering ban currently or anything. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not something that we would consider in the future. When I think of catering, it's more about people, ordering maybe office lunch or something. It's not like we're going and setting up anything like that, so.
I mean, your food's great.
Yeah.
You know, other concerns.
You said you're starting breakfast and lunch. And what days of the week was that?
Tuesday through Saturday. Saturday we like to do like a brunch. That's what we did at our, last location. And then, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'd like to add dinner, hopefully, by this summertime. So we get
Is that
staffing.
Is that contingent on your liquor license? or-
Yes and no. I mean, yes, I'd like to add the liquor license, but it's also about, just getting staffing to a point where I feel comfortable and everything, so, and adding that extra service, so.
What time do you open for breakfast?
7:30 a.m.
And when you have dinner, what do you think your hours would be, like closing Thursday?
Closing would be 9.
9 p.m. I know.
A lot of stuff that it was, for me, it was a pre-existing restaurant before, and so through the time, I went over, the hood, the vent hood outside, is that that faces that parking lot, that's where there's also gonna be.
Yeah.
The one thing, we've only had one comment from the public, and that was just please try to talk to the vendors and not block that driveway.
Okay.
It's, it's best to be neighborly.
Yes.
you know.
So far, I've seen, just since we've been there, like, kind of doing some painting and that stuff, vendors for the restaurants across the street, Radici and Pharmacy, most of them are parking on,
They park right on the street.
right on the street, yeah, for the most part.
They're in and out, they do the delivery and they go.
Yeah, they're not usually there for too long.
So, like, again, the best thing is to be a neighbor. you know.
Yeah,
You have a
absolutely.
great reputation in the industry and the business around there, so I don't really see a problem with that, but, that's a big thing.
Did you see the comments from the fire department?
Do we have any, what do we have?
It was provided by the planning office. It said, fire department comments, we'll need a fire inspection and max occupancy prior to opening to public. Building owner needs to replace broken FDC cap on the outside of building by front door.
Yes.
We'll need documentation on sprinkler system and fire alarm system as our records show the yearly maintenance is overdue. We'll need verification of sprinkler system and fire monitoring system is connected to apartments upstairs or separate system. We'll need a commercial hood system documentation included.
Yeah.
You said no on the sidewalk seating, at this time?
I don't know that at this time, no.
Trash is taken care of. I really don't have a problem, I think it'd be a great addition to downtown. Cedar?
Take two.
I would like to make a motion that the Glens Falls Planning Board, acting as the Board of Site Plan Review, hereby grant site plan approval for the project identified as SP 26-0012, Denver Zenith, lessee of tax map number
Deb, you can contact the owner of the TV parking lot. I know there's spaces available in there.
Okay, thank you.
You get Tyler, who's very on top,
Okay,
and you can talk to him about it, you can charge them in those spaces.
okay, thank you.
That was my part.
Used to be parked out there.
Irrigation go tomorrow.
Well, I know, but it's kind of self-evident. You know what I'm saying? We made it.
Oh, are you?
Tuesday.
Oh, I didn't see it on the agenda, I thought we were adjourned.
Yeah, hold on for 1 second.
I have something to.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, yes, there, go ahead.
Sorry. Hi, everyone, I'm sorry, I wanted to.
Yes, I should have, I'm sorry. I should have.
I'm Allison Maddie. Hello, to those of you who haven't met, I am the city's director of planning and zoning, so you've seen a lot of me. I sent an email earlier this week that we are in the final stages of our comprehensive plan process. I meant to provide a summary document for you today, but we had technical difficulties with our printer, so I'll send those around. Please review this. This is a document for your board to use when approving or reviewing development proposals in our city moving forward. If you want to learn about the history, read that first 150 pages. If you want to get to the important part that we'll use for guiding the future of our city, skip to 139. That's where our goals, our vision goals and recommendations are located. Please email me with any comments. I'll be compiling memos for each board to provide to our consultants to update anything necessary here. The Common Council will be holding 2 public hearings moving forward. I have to look at my calendar. I think it's starting the 14th and the 28th will both be public hearings with the Common Council, and then they intend to adopt this at their first meeting in May. So we're on the fast track to finalizing this, but we do need comments from those of you who will be using this board. And I'll give a little summary.
Are we supposed to vote on it, or do anything other than just review it and discuss among us?
Yeah, there's no vote required by the planning board. It is if you there's some kind of the planning board's the body that's developing the plan. There would be a recommendation to the common council to approve. But since there was a separate committee that did that, that's where that lies.
When and if we follow with zoning changes, that will come to this board for an advisory recommendation to the common council before that happens.
Okay, what was this about spam?
So there has been an alert from the Department of State about applicants being scammed by fraudsters into sending application fees to someone other than the municipality. And so we are trying to get the word out about that. We actually had an applicant had that happen and they notified us, so I know. Applicant, but yeah, it was our applicant, it was today's applicant, so.
Well, it happened once before.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're trying to get the word out. I think we have, or we will be soon updating the website just to let applicants know there's no change of go through City Hall to pay your fees and send in your application and stuff. So I just wanted to put that out in case anyone's watching tonight. So applicants are alerted to this issue and just be really aware. Thank you.